This is big breaking emergency news. Surface to air missiles have been deployed right now, and Donald Trump is warning that he is being targeted, and his plane and his properties are being targeted as well. We have the U.S. military being deployed to deal with this situation, and they're on a heightened state of alert right now. So let's get into the details here. Really quick, guys, please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple videos a day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's happening right now. Trump and his aircraft are being targeted by missiles, surface to air missiles, okay? And Trump campaign is requesting U.S. military protection, and they have been deployed to protect Trump and his planes while they are flying. And Trump has also been flying in different planes. He's been going incognito. He's been staying at different properties. He's not been staying at his typical areas he's been staying and flying the typical planes that he typically flies, and some of them are off the radar completely, right? So that's what's going on right now, and they're saying that they're worried about a surface to air missile hitting Trump's plane, okay? And there's been talks that these missiles potentially came over the U.S. southern border, right? We're talking anti-aircraft missiles that can potentially be fired from a shoulder, right? Something along those lines. That's what we're talking about here. And it says here that Trump's campaign wants to use these resources, including military aircraft, transport by military aircraft, and additional security measures on the ground at his campaign stops. It says he wants military aircraft with deterrent systems to protect against surface-to-air missiles as he flies across the country, right? So Trump wants a military escort because he's worried that he could be targeted by these missiles, and this is something that is really hard to stop. It's really hard to shut down and shoot down, okay? Even having the top of the line fighter jets, even if you have F-15s, Biden's saying Trump can have everything except F-15s. Actually, he's denying the fighter jet escort, he was saying. But even if you have this, it's very, very hard to shoot down a surface-to-air missile. It's traveling at such a fast speed that it's hard to react, and it's hard to target and shoot it down with another air-to-air missile, right? Just realistically, it's something that doesn't happen very often and is very hard to stop. It says here, Biden said that Trump's request would be fulfilled, quote, as long as he doesn't ask for F-15s. Quote, I've told the department to give him every single thing he needs as he were a sitting president. If it fits into that category, that's fine, right? So he said he's not going to give him F-15s. Maybe he was joking, but then he also went on to say he's going to give him everything he needs. So I'm not sure exactly the level of response here, but the military is going to be is going to be deployed to protect former President Trump. Trump's campaign is also requesting access to Camp David vehicles for Trump's primary motorcade, as well as access to other military assets such as drones with thermal monitoring, right? So they're taking this very serious. They want Trump to have the top of the line security that the president would have, right? So let me know what you guys think about this situation. This is very serious that they're worried, because we've seen these people before targeting Trump, but now we're talking about this is organized criminality to get these missiles across the border, and there's belief that there's dozens of these that have crossed the U.S. southern border, and it's organized criminality to get these things over here and to know exactly where Trump is, figure out where he is, what plane he's on, tracking him down, all this stuff. This is organized, and something is going on. There's something bigger behind this, some kind of criminal organization that is funding this and allowing these weapons to get across the border, okay? And there were just multiple Border Patrol agents that were arrested last month for helping these criminal organizations bring things across the border, okay? So these things are happening. And it goes on to say, in addition, Trump's campaign has also asked the Secret Service to increase stockpiles of ballistic glass across several key swing states that the agency now uses to encase Trump at his outdoor rallies. All right, so they want bulletproof glass at multiple different areas set up throughout the country. In key swing states, they're worried about these attacks happening. This is crazy that this is happening inside the US, and it's next level that military grade weapons are can potentially be used inside the US on US presidential candidates. All right, this changes everything. This is next level. And what would happen if this did happen? Okay, this would be a national emergency inside the United States. Potentially things like martial law could be declared if something like this happened. All right, so let's hope this never happens to anyone on either side, because that could be the outcome, is martial law and military law to deal with this situation, to deal with this crisis, right? This could send the country into a spiral situation, and we could see other factions activated at the same time that something like this happens. We're getting really close to this November 5th, right? And even after that, this could still happen. Even after everything's said and done there, this threat still exists, right? It says the campaign asks for more funding for local law enforcement officials who augment the president's security detail, and for additional administrative support from Secret Service headquarters. It says the Secret Service is now working on formal requests for these resources that will first go to the Department of Homeland Security and then the Department of Defense, as well as other agencies that would need to be involved, according to federal law enforcement officials. All right, and it says here that Trump officials are frustrated that the extra protections have not been implemented given the heightened security threats facing the former president, and the campaign has begun implementing some new security measures for its own. So they've actually been requesting this behind the scenes, but now it's formal. Now they're announcing it publicly and saying, look, this needs to happen. We need this support here. And it says, according to sources in the campaign, Trump has started changing up his routine, taking different planes to events across the country and staying at different properties that he would not usually stay at. All right, so this is affecting the way Trump is moving. And if we see this, it's going to be big, guys. It's going to be game changing, and this isn't out of the realm of possibility. We've already seen multiple different things. There's so many things going on, it's hard to keep track of all the different ones. All right, there's been people talking about attacking before November 5th, right? There's been multiple attacks and threats on Trump's life. And we definitely could see something else. Let's hope we don't. We don't want this to happen. But the possibility is there, right? And who is allowing these? How is our country just wide open like this when a threat like this exists? When these military grade weapons, that's just the tip of the iceberg, by the way. What's being reported here, potentially how surface to air missiles have been smuggled into the country. Nobody in the mainstream media is really reporting that. They're saying, oh, there's surface to air missiles in the country and they're targeting Trump. But they're not telling you how they got here. That's how they got here. And everyone knows this. How is everything still just wide open? Okay. And there could be cells, groups, gangs that are activated in the aftermath of something like this to have even more attacks inside the US. This could be orchestrated a big thing before the end of the year. All right, so make sure you guys are just staying prepared and staying ready. Make sure you just have your tanks filled, your gas tanks, your propane tanks, your water tanks. All right, just have all these things filled. Your prepper pantry, your cans, bag of rice. Just have these things ready for whatever it is. Right? Could be a natural disaster. It could be a power outage. It could be some type of fire, explosion. It could be anything. So make sure you're just ready and prepared, stocked up. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, right? There's been a lot of stuff going on past few weeks, especially. It seems like it's never ending lately. So just stay calm, stay prepared. We're going to get through this, but just be ready just in case. So thank you guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.